Alright, hello everybody, welcome to our Fire Emblem Path of Radiance for Newcomers. My name is Jokester1801, and let's get started. Alright, so today we're doing Chapter 12, A Strange Land, which is a funny name because we're actually on a boat. Having narrowly escaped Dane's grasp, the Grail mercenaries are pleased to feel the ocean beneath their feet as they set sail. According to Captain Nasir, the voyage to Begnion will take roughly 2 months. So this is the journey that we're going to take, not the one that we've already taken. Blessed with temperate weather, the ship's journey southward is smooth and steady. As it passes the midpoint of its trip, the ship sets a course along the coastline and begins to head east. Here's the journey we've taken. These seas belong to Phoenicius and Kilvis, the kingdoms of the bird tribes. Yeah, we got hawks and we got ravens. Both nations prey on human vessels for supplies and wealth, and their flying corsairs are feared across the seas. Additionally, the southern portion of the continent contains the realm of the dragon tribe, the monarchy of Goldoa. The dragons, dun dun dun. And now we've talked about like every nation. This country has remained isolated since its founding centuries past, preserving its closed culture behind a veil of mystery. It is these Laguz-controlled waters that Ike and company must now cross. I'm sure nothing bad will happen, right? I mean, nothing bad ever happens when we have an intro to a chapter like that. Ike? What's bothering you? You've been moping around ever since we came aboard. I'm just a little seasick. Seasick? You're such a bad liar, you never even get regular sick. You're not the type to get seasick. Really, it's nothing. Come on, talk to me. You've been doing so much lately, I just want the chance to help you for a change. Well, alright, I'll tell you what's bothering me. It's that incident back in Toha. Go on. When everyone discovered Randolph was a Laguz, all those people, they changed, just like that. Up until that instant, they'd seemed like such kind and decent people. I had no idea Bjork prejudice against the Laguz was so strong. Why do they hate them so much? How are we so different, Randolph and I have to say, at first, I was scared too. When I saw how they could change, they can do things that we Bjork can't do. They're not like us. Mist, you can't honestly feel. It's different now. Everyone's so very nice. But you know, that's because of all the time we've spent together. I've seen how they are. I've gotten to know them. That's why I have changed. I'm not scared or nervous around them, but other people don't get that chance. I think that's why they're frightened. Maybe you're right. Maybe people like me are the odd ones, the people who accept others as they are. I wish more people were like that. I mean, no one really wants to fight, do they? Doesn't everyone want peace? I guess it's just hard to put all of those fears behind us. You're right, it is very hard. Nasir, what's the big idea eavesdropping on us like that? How do you find sailing? Have you gotten sick at all? We're fine, but answer a question for me, would you? Why are you here? Why do you associate with the Laguz? Why? Besides the obvious financial benefits, I suppose I do so because I am one. What? No, you're not a Laguz. I don't see any tail or anything. Because I've chosen to live among Bjork, I've taken certain steps to make sure I'm not recognized. I've had to change my attire, my feeding habits. I've done many things. Why would you do that? Laguz cannot survive in isolation, nor can Bjork. If both races are to thrive, they must learn to coexist. I've spent many years searching for a way to make this happen. You think that Laguz and Bjork can live together after everything you must have seen? I'm impressed. Ike, you will never truly understand a matter unless you look at it from each party's perspective. As you say, the Laguz are indeed now persecuted by the Bjork, but long ago these roles were reversed. Whatever happened in the past does not justify what we do to the Laguz now. That is the thinking of an honest man. Keep things simple and pure. I like that. Still, the strength of your conviction comes from your youth and your innocence. Trust me, it will be tested. When your journey is over, how will you be changed? I pray your conviction is not lost to despair. Talking to you is hard work. Someday you'll understand. For now, my role is simply to deliver you safely to Begnion. Randolph has paid me quite handsomely with money from the King of Gallia himself, and I will not let him down. We're out of our element here at sea, so you're all we have to depend on. Thanks for your help. I will do what I'm able. What a good discussion about just prejudice and stuff. Alright, still got 17,000 gold. Oscar, of course, was our MVP. There were no casualties, no one suffered permanent injury. We fought excellently. Thanks, Soren. Alright, so here we go. Chapter 12. We do get a new unit right here. Potentially. We don't have to get him. Ah, Ike, grab that boy. What's going on? No more running for you. Nasir, who's this? A stowaway. I gather he boarded the ship at Toha. What are you doing here? Why did you sneak aboard the ship? You won't talk? In that case. Ow! Ike, there's no need to be so rough. I'm not going to waste my time playing games with this urchin. You want me to let you go? Open your mouth and start talking. Ow, ow, ow! Quit it! I'll talk! That hurt! I thought you were going to break my face. Well, what's your name? What are you doing here? I'm Sothe. I'm a thief, but I didn't come on board this ship to steal anything. Stop scowling at me like that. You're making me uncomfortable. It's not just you. Ike always looks like that. Don't mind him. Just keep talking. I'm looking for someone. I heard this ship was sailing for Begnion, so I decided to climb aboard. This person you're after is in Begnion? I don't know. The trail went cold in Toha, and I couldn't think of anywhere else to go from there. Is it family? Huh. The person you're looking for? Yeah, I mean, we're not related by blood or anything, but we're definitely family. So, if you don't aid Sothe, you don't recruit him. If you do recruit him, aid him, you do recruit him. Alright, Nasir, my mercenary company will look after this boy. He won't be a burden to you or your crew. If that's what you want to do, it's fine with me. Are you sure? You're going to be put to work. I hope you're prepared. Sure, no problem. I'll do whatever you need. And then the other ones are just Ike talking with people. The Volk conversation's pretty funny. Yeah, so now we got Sothe. He's just a thief. He's basically worse Volk. He has this interesting skill called Blossom. In this game, what Blossom does is I think it lets you re-roll the level up. Or the stat. So like if Sothe doesn't get strength, I think it lets him re-roll it. It either does that, or it just straight up adds to his growth rates. It might just add to his growth rates in this game. Either way, Sothe is really helpful as a thief in certain chapters, but he's not essential to use, and Volk is generally just better in all things. So yeah, you definitely don't have to use Sothe. In fact, there's a pretty good case to be made to not use Sothe. Alright, so we'll just get rid of these things here. So we can promote people before they get to level 21, but I don't really see a reason to do that for most of my units here, so we won't be doing that. So now we have Zyhark, who is a level lower than Mia and about the same as Mia. I mean, he has 1 less strength, 1 less speed, 1 more skill, 2 less defense, 2 less luck, 2 less riz. So like, they're both about the same. I don't super recommend either of them because they're both kind of just like Ike, except slightly worse. And you have a whole bunch of other units that I definitely would recommend using over them. Alright, so what I like to do with the Master Seals is, first, I give one to Reese once he gets to level 10, because that way I don't have to get him all the way to level 21. And then the other thing I like to do is, like, you can also save it if you want. It's kind of stupid. But what you could do is get a unit like Oscar to level 20, and then use the Master Seal, and then you don't have to get him to level 21 to promote him, which might be something we do. The other thing is, I'm going to get rid of Void's Tempest skill here, because it doubles Biorhythm effects. So like, for example, Biorhythm is this rhythm thing that's incorporated in the game. And so when it's at its peak, you get bonuses to like hit, avoid, things like that. But when it's at its trough, the low part, you get penalties to hit and avoid and stuff. And so Void doubles that effect. And so when it's at its top, it's really good, but when it's at its trough, it's really bad. So generally what I'll do is take it off at the beginning of the game. I just forgot. So we'll probably take it off next chapter, unless his Biorhythm is really bad this chapter. Reese has a similar one, except it just halves it. it's a pretty useless skill. One thing to keep in mind though is once you remove a skill from a unit, it's gone forever. So just be a little careful with that. Alright, so I think we're good. We're gonna do some bonus experience, maybe some support conversations as well. And as such, we'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. So, we gave Oscar a level. He got like strength and defense, it was pretty good. Titania got some strength, which was good. Boyd got some strength and speed. Soren got some magic and defense, which was nice. And then Kieran got some strength and some defense, so now he can hold his steel axe without being weighed down, which is great. Marcia got some strength and defense and resistance. She's very balanced. Usually she has way more speed than this. So yeah. What we're going to do though is, since Oscar's level 20, like I explained previously, at level 20, usually in other Fire Emblem games you like cap out at level 20. In this game you don't. What you do to promote is you can gain one more level, and then you'll just automatically promote. Now, what you can also do is use Master Seal so you don't have to waste that experience. And so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to promote Oscar. Dun 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 dun. You can't actually skip the screen in this game. Not that we'd want to, since it's our first one. Yay, Oscar's promoted. Now he's a paladin. So paladins in this game are incredibly good. They have really high movement, 9 movement. And then the amazing thing is that you can choose what other weapon they get. So lances are really good. Axes are the best weapon in this game, and so that's what we're going to pick. Now, there is a little thing you could do. So Boyd, when he promotes, gets access to bows. Rolf is an archer, so he has bows. And then Oscar, you can give him access to bows. And then what you can do is, after a certain info conversation, you can unlock what's called a triangle attack between the three, Rolf, Oscar, and Boyd. And they can each use a bow, and they'll like surround the enemy unit, and then the third person in the formation, in the triangle formation that's like surrounding the enemy unit with the bow, would attack the enemy and get an automatic critical hit. So it's not super worth it because A, you have to use Rolf, who is not very good. B, you have to use bows, which are not very good. And then C, you don't get access to axes, which are really good. I mean, also you can use steel axes and hand axes at base, which, I mean, if you look at the differences here between hand axes and javelins, hand axes have 1 more might, but have 5 less hit. So hand axes are generally, like, I prefer to use them over javelins, and so that's what we're going to do. So yeah, now Oscar has access to axes, which is really cool. And he's definitely stronger than Titania now, which is fine. They both have lances and axes. Yeah, so Oscar's doing really good now. What we could do is take his fighter band and give it to like Marcia or Kieran or someone else. We'll give it to Nephany. That sounds like a great idea. The fighter band increases your chance to get strength, so Nephany seems like a solid choice for that. We're gonna forge Nephany an iron lance. That way she can do some more damage. Pretty cheap. And we'll just give that to Nephany. Anyone else we need to do any item management with? I don't think Kieran needs a poleaxe here. Besides that, I think we're... Oh, I could benefit from the Lagoose Slayer that we got. And besides that, I think we are good to go. So let's save and go ahead to the battle. Go ahead to more talking, and then the battle. Nasir, what is it? Nothing. Nothing we can do about it at any rate. We're being followed by pirates. Really? I don't see any ships. Not by sea, by air. Look up. Are those birds? If they are, they must be huge. Those are Lagoos, Ike. Ravens from Kilvis. Their black wings are an ill omen for all who see them. Titania, Soren, you noticed them coming as well? Yes, Soren and I saw them when we were discussing our plans from the aft decks. I'd heard stories, but they're really flying. Wow. We're still out of their range, but airborne foes can be especially troublesome. I'd prefer to avoid them altogether. Let's see if we can outrun them. From what I've been told, the flying corsairs of Kilvis and Phoenicius are far more cruel than any beast Lagoos. Winged pirates. How am I supposed to fight against that? Uh-oh. What was that? Oof, felt like we hit something. Blast, we've run aground. We must be caught on a reef or something. Move it, lads, get the ship free. Ike, the crows are coming. Pull everyone together, looks like we're in for a fight. Yeah, we are. And that's okay. We're gonna take him out. Predictable humans. Sailed right into our trap without fail. Notice, though, one thing that's really fascinating about this game is they talk about how, like, humans is the word that Lagoos use when they're prejudiced against Bjork, right? And that subhuman is the word that Bjork used when they're prejudiced against Lagoos. You can definitely tell in someone's language whether or not they're actually friendly or not. Like, the writers did a really good job of keeping that consistent throughout the game. Let's finish this quickly. It won't be long before Phoenicius or Goldoa takes an interest in what's happening here. The birdies are coming. And not the good kind from golf. Soren, do you have a plan? I've done research in the past. All members of the bird tribes are vulnerable to wind magic. I think it's safe to assume that they are also as susceptible to arrows as any other flyer. Wind magic and bows. Alright, everyone, gather your weapons and prepare to meet the enemy on the deck. I want a small group to remain below decks to protect Princess Valencia and the crew. We've never faced an enemy like this. I want everyone to stay together. Let's go! Alright, so we don't want Zehark to leave. We'll bring Boyd, Reese, and Volk, probably, because I think there's stuff to steal, but let me check. Because if not, we won't bring Volk. So you could steal from the boss, but Volk needs more speed than he has. Could steal from this guy, but coins are pretty useless, and we get 2 of them anyway. So yeah, I don't think we actually need to bring Volk. So I could bring Zyhark or Mia. We could also bring Ileana. Let's bring Ileana. Now the reason I'm not bringing Zyhark or Mia is because all these birds have like 13 or 14 speed, which means Mia can't double them. And she doesn't do very much damage. Ileana, on the other hand, can attack from range. And so, that being said, she can attack without getting attacked back, which is way more helpful than Mia doing like 5 damage or whatever she would do. Alright, so we have a bird coming here. We can actually fly onto the ship and attack here. We have this bird here. And then those are the only 2 that can reach us this first enemy phase that's going to happen. So what I like to do is bring Soren over there. Oscar can kind of come up here, maybe. Sure. So the key is to rout the enemy. However, the problem is like the only person that can actually leave the ship is Marcia. And unfortunately, our Marcia is not very fast, and so she can't actually double these enemies. Usually she's, like I said, faster than this. So the other thing, though, is that you can effectively wall off the enemies pretty well. So this guy is going to come in here. Oscar could double him, which 28 attack, Oscar would do 18 times 2 and kill him. What I think I'll do, though, is Marcia only does, what, 14? I'll just let Marcia take the hit there. And then Soren and Ileana can help finish. Now, something that's pretty fascinating about this battle is you can actually, for example, I could put Nephany here, and then this guy actually can't reach where Nephany is, because he can only come up here and attack Ike, or he could come up here and attack Boyd. This guy has 13 speed, so, and for example, if I put Kira into here, then he can't attack Boyd anymore. So, that's something to keep in mind, because, like, for example, if I put Oscar here, Reese is kind of like walling off a bird from coming through this middle part, but he's also not in danger. And so what I like to do is I do like a little formation right here. If you need to put some people here, I'll show it later. But yeah, for this first turn, I'll also give Ike the Laguz Slayer, because it does effective damage against Laguz, and we'll just kind of wait and see what happens. So just as we planned, that guy attacks Marcia. Unfortunately, she missed. I was sad. This guy attacked Ike. Ike will do effective damage, which is why I did 22 and not like 10. Alright, so now we can see that we're kind of running up here with some... They kind of came on us pretty quick, right? So what we can do is I could put Boyd on this side here. I could put Ike here. Move Nephany down here, have her use their Forge Lance. And then what I can do is I could put Reese here. So if this Laguz can come in through here, so if I put Reese here, it blocks him. Now the reason it didn't block him from this area is because it can still come in through here, and so I could put Oscar here, and then boom, everyone's safe there. And then this Laguz, I mean, I could just bring Kieran back one, and then if we mark all their ranges, they can only really attack Boyd, Kieran, or Oscar. So we're doing really good there. I hope we can kill this guy though. So Soren can do 15, Ileana can do 9, or can do 5 more reliably. So between Ileana and Marcia, they could set up the kill for Soren. So let's try that. Oh no, that's not good. So Marcia missed, which is not great. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put Marcia here. I'm gonna put Ileana here. So if we look at this guy's range, he can like kind of come in. But if I put Soren back here, then he can't attack anyone but Marcia and Nephany. Now the problem is he actually just kills Ileana, and so I need to put Ileana here. And so now he can only attack Marcia. Or Oscar if you want. So that trusting Marcia was clearly the bad option there. What I should have done is put like Titania or Oscar back there to guard that Laguz, but it's okay, it'll work out. Fortunately, my people just keep on missing here. They're not really taking too much damage, but they keep missing the enemy. Oh hey, it's Jill. Caught up, at last. I'll do this on my own. I will not let them escape. Huh? What are those things? Giant birds? Disgusting. Could they be... Are they bird half-breeds? So Jill's a green unit, so she will attack the enemies. She also recruits herself, so that's something to keep in mind. Alright, so let's have Marcia do some damage again here. Now, since I plan to get rid of this bird, I'm actually just going to bring Marcia in here. I mean, I could have Ileana kill, but that seems like a waste. Because I don't really want to use Ileana, so it's kind of a waste of experience. So we'll have Nephany take the kill there. Yeah, Nephany, get a level up. Strength. Magic, speed, defense. Well, at least she got speed and defense. That's helpful. Alright, so Kieran missed an 83. Come on, buddy. However, I could set up the kill for Soren here, which is what I'll do. As long as he doesn't miss again. Thank you. And then we'll keep Kieran right there, and then we'll bring Soren in there. Oh, Soren did Adept, so I didn't even need to use Kieran, but that's okay. You can never bank on Adept. So now Soren is Sea Wind Magic, which is cool. So what I can do is I can bring Reese over here, and heal. And then what I could do is have Ileana come over here and kind of plug up this hole. Now, you need to use a hand axe if you're going to attack off the ship. Excuse me. Excuse me. But honestly, that's pretty unnecessary because that bird can't really do too much anyway. So I'm just gonna let Boyd take this kill there, and then we'll just let that bird attack us on his enemy phase. So the nice thing about this chapter is that the birds drop like a whole bunch of stuff. So then they'll just attack Boyd. Boyd sets up a nice kill for someone else. Maybe we give that kill to Marcia. Alright, and so now what I want to do is make it so Jill can make it to Ike. So I'll just bring him out here. I could bring up Neffany to get this kill. I'll have Liliana, you know, do a little bit of damage. And then I'll have Marcia take the kill because she's a lower level. And apparently she really needs experience, and it's not doing so hot. Nice. And so now, like, there's only 2 enemies left. We just kind of have to wait for this bird to make it to us. And then Jill's gonna run up and attack, or not attack, talk to Ike. Why are you lollygagging about? Who are you? I'm Joe Fizzart, Rifle Rider of Dane, attached to Commander Har's battalion. I offer a truce. I cannot sit by and allow a human vessel to be attacked by subhuman degenerates. I will fight with you. We will accept no help from Dane. This is no place for foolish pride. At this rate, the subhumans will devour you. I will not accept aid from anyone who thinks the Goos are subhuman. What are you babbling about? I'm on your side. We'll talk after I chase off these crows. Bleed the half-breed. Hold it. What in the world is going on? I think that one's so funny. Joe's just like, I'm gonna help you. And Ike's like, no. I don't want your help. And she's like, well, I'm gonna do it anyway. So yeah, Jill is not very strong in this beginning. Part of that is because she just is low speed. She does have a pretty helpful item. She gets half the damage done by Laguz. So for example, she was getting hit for 5 times 2. I unequipped it, and now she gets hit for... Oh, never mind. I guess that item is wrong in what it says. Because theoretically, she should, when you equip it, it should do... Laguz should be doing less than that. But, you know, it is what it is, I guess. But yeah. However, in general, Jill is a phenomenal unit, and I would highly recommend using her. So we'll let this bird attack Kieran, and then we'll kind of use like Marcia, or we'll maybe even give the kill to Jill. Nice dodge. Do 16. Oh, P missed. That's okay. And now the boss is coming at us. So yeah, this guy's probably going to attack Boyd. The boss can't reach us for another turn. This guy can't reach us for another turn. So if we can take out this guy. So Kieran could do 17. Jill only does 12. Maybe if we trade her Neffany's Forged Iron Lance though. She'll do 14. Alright, so let's have Kieran do 14. Nice hit. And then we'll have Jill take the kill. Nice hit. She gets a lot of experience from these guys. Alright. And then I'm actually going to put Ileana here, because then if this guy runs up and attacks Boyd, which I think he will, Ileana could get some chip damage in. This battle is a lot of just waiting for the crows to come to you. And then you just kind of pick them off. So yep, Ileana can do 6 damage. Unfortunately, I moved Jill like too far away. So she has 8 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's perfect. So we'll have Jill try to take this kill. Nice. I think she'll level up if since she got that kill. Nice. Speed. Magic Luck Resistance. Wow, what a horrible level up. Good night. Alright, and then the boss has 15 speed, so he won't double Boyd. Would be nice to heal Boyd though, so I'm going to move Titania here, and then I'll move Reese up here to heal up Boyd. And then I'll move Nephany here just in case, and oh, one more crow, huh? Plunder away! King Naysala has given us his blessings. So yeah, that guy does 12 damage. Boyd does 17. Nice. No damage to Kieran. Very sweet. Alright, so we'll give Jill this kill. Hopefully she doesn't get such a bad level up next time. Goodness gracious, that was horrible. I kind of want to give Marcia this kill. She only has a 58% chance though, so that's not a great hit percentage. Alright, Ileana, go for it. Get some experience. And she missed. I didn't really set her up to hit there, but didn't really show off some great potential or anything. So Boyd did great. Hopefully he gets some speed. Some skill would be nice too. And got neither of those. But he did cap HP and strength. So this is our first green number. So green numbers means that you can't increase that stat anymore. It means that the stat's maxed out. So we like to say in the Fire Emblem community, it's capped. So Boyd's our first one to cap a stat, I believe. Alright, Marcia, don't miss. And of course she did. To be fair, she only had 58% chance to hit. Nephany might be able to kill. Go for it, Nephany. Nice job. Ugh, I'm falling. Ooh, Nephany level up. Please get strength and speed. Magic speed. Why do you keep getting magic? Please get strength. Oh, and the boss gave us a blue gem. That's worth 5,000 gold in the shop. Alright, so I'm going to put Titania in front of Nephany. I mean, I guess it doesn't super matter if she gets attacked. The guy only does 2 damage to her, so we'll just kind of wait. See what happens. Poke. I think Nephany's battle animation is so funny. She's just like, poke. So I could give Marcia this kill, but I think I'll just not do it, because then I can give her bonus experience level up and make sure she gets speed. I do want to try to give Jill this kill, though. So I'm going to let Nephany attack again. Do a little poke. And then let's give Jill the kill. There we go. Good job. And another Jill level up. Hopefully it's way better than the last one. Please get speed. Yay! Skill speed. And there we go. Battle over. Is everyone alright? I'll check on injuries. Those crows make fierce opponents. Nasir, how's the ship? Completely immobilized. We can't shake free of this reef. I feel useless just waiting around here. There has to be something I can do to help. Uh-oh. Hey, Ike, where are you going? Should you be leaving the ship? Nothing's getting done sitting around here. I just want to go ashore and see what I can see. What? Hold on, Ike. You can't. That's... Ah, Ike, behind you. You there. What are you doing? Huh? This could be trouble. Nasir ran away. This is Goldoan territory. Outsiders are not permitted. No, wait, you don't understand. Our ship is run aground. There's nothing we can do. We're stuck here. Then return to your ship. What happens to Bjork is none of our affair. That's ridiculous. You're a complete... You have been warned. You will not be warned a second time. Oh man, dragons. Hey! Cease this at once. What do you think you're doing? My Lord Prince, man of the Bjork, my countrymen were discourteous. I ask that you forgive them. Who are you? I am Kurth Naga, Prince of Goldoa. The Prince? Now we're getting somewhere. He doesn't say like, oh, my respects or anything like that. Thanks to some Kilvis pirates, our ships run aground. Can you lend us any help? What is it? You can't help us, can you? I'm not used to being addressed in such a direct manner. I was taken off guard. My apologies. No, I didn't. If anyone should apologize here, it's me. My father had a great deal to say about my lack of etiquette. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. Please pay it no mind. I am more concerned with the misfortune your journey has met. Of late, the ravens have grown ever more barbarous. Barbarous? I don't know. And this cannot stand. My father will lodge a formal protest with Kilvis, I assure you. In the meantime, we shall help you with your ship. Gareth, direct the others to push their ship free. At once. The dragons. This is a cool artwork. The dragons like lifting their ship out. That's so cool. Dragons! They're all dragons! They're huge and so strong. It's incredible. It's overwhelming. Yeah, it is. Goldoa is the land of the dragons. More than any other Legoose tribe, they are known for their longevity. I've heard tales of Goldoans still living who flew the skies when the goddess herself still walked the land. How is it you know so much about Goldoa? Everything I've learned comes from books. Goldoa itself no longer has any contact with the outside world. Seeing them now, it's like a dream. So this is good fortune, is that what you're saying? She's saying we got lucky. For once your recklessness actually got us out of trouble. What's that supposed to mean? We have moved your ship safely and without harm to you or your vessel. Thanks, Kurth Naga. My subjects tell me your ship was indeed lodged against the reef. However, there was no structural damage to your ship. You need not interrupt your journey. That's good news. Thank you. Is there anything else you require? If you need food or fresh water, we can replenish your supplies. That would be most appreciated. We are beginning to run low on water. As for food, any fruit, meat, fish, anything fresh would be wonderful. It shall be done. Gareth, will you see to it? Yes, at once. I know that Goldoa does not engage in trade with other nations, but will you accept gold in payment? Do not worry about payment. But you've done so much for us when you could have left us to die out there. We must repay you somehow. Sweet courtesy is ever the herald of hospitality. Will this suffice to explain my actions? Hospitality? Isn't that for guests? As you know, Goldoa prefers isolation. We rarely see foreigners, especially Bjork, and ever more rarely do we treat with them. Chance has brought us together, and I am grateful for this opportunity. In fact, I wish we could feast a while and converse. However, my father would never allow it. You can't expect us to accept so generous a gift. But I do. I insist that you consider it a personal gift from Goldoa's prince. However, I have made you uncomfortable, so if you feel you must decline. No, of course not. We will be happy to accept your gift. We appreciate it. I'm so pleased you understand. Ike, Captain Nasir wants to depart as soon as possible. Understood. Well then, I beg your leave. Prince Kurth Naga, I won't forget your kindness. Thank you. It was my pleasure. Take care. Oh, how fortuitous. Farewell, Bjork. May your journey be safe. Cute. Thanks, Kurth Naga. Really helped us out of a jam there. My Lord Ike, is something amiss? First, those ravens attack us, and then a band of Goldoan dragons rescue us. I can't understand how they are all considered Legoose. Is that strange? No, I see what you're saying. Just as there are both good and evil Bjork, there must be good and evil Legoose as well. They are so distinct in appearance, it's tempting to assume each race is, as a whole, intrinsically good or evil. Aye, that it is. The beast tribes of Gallia and the dragons of Goldoa seem so honorable. And the birds of Kilvis and Phoenicia seem so cruel. It seems so easy to reduce them all to good or evil. I'm sure it can't be as simple as that. Look at his Bjork. Danes are evil and Crimeans are not. It's as simple as that. Well, wait. There were those prejudiced fools we met in court. They weren't all that honorable. Maybe you're right. Much of what seems good and evil is simply a matter of perspective, Ike. Ah, don't get in here with your relativism, Nasir. Many conditions affect our judgment. Drawing a definitive line is nigh impossible. I mean, to be fair, Nasir has a good point, that perspective very much influences how we think of good and evil. But if we have our ethics reduced to a relativistic perspective where there's no appeal to a higher authority, then all of our ethics, all of our delineations between good and evil are relative, and there is no absolutes, which can be very problematic. Nasir, where have you been? You vanished without a trace. I'm uncomfortable around dragons. I thought it would be better if I stayed below in my cabin. My apologies. Now that you mention it, Soren seems to have disappeared as well. Have you seen him? Perhaps he's feeling nauseated. For one unaccustomed to sea travel, it's not uncommon. Right, I think I'll check up on him later. The wind is picking up. I believe I will go and check on the condition of our sails. Keep yourselves warm up here. It's a chill wind that blows in these waters. Princess Alicia, you should be returning to your cabin. What about you, my Lord Ike? I'll stay on deck a while longer. I have a lot to think about. Would you mind if I stayed here with you? I won't be any bother. It's alright with me. Oh, thank you. Oh, so cute. And there we go. 300 bonus experience. That's what I like to see. Thanks for joining us, and we hope to see you next time.